Hello everybody, welcome to the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare discussion slash info news that we haven't seen already, which if you're a Call of Duty fan, I understand why you haven't seen it. But anyways, we're going to make this nice, quick, and simple of everything that they talked about and a little discussion of what this could mean for the next Call of Duty. So, with this new Call of Duty, they've introduced Exo abilities behind the all-new idea of Exo Skeleton on soldiers, which is honestly the heart and soul of this game to be different from every other Call of Duty. Now with the Exo abilities, we have the Exo Shield, Overclock, Scan, Cloak, Hover, Ping, and Trophy System. Some of these may seem obvious in what they do, some don't, like the Exo Overclock, but luckily I have a good picture here showing what it does, which is increases your foot speed, which basically sounds like lightweight. So it's nice to see that we got lightweight back into this game now. Stim and Ping, I don't know what Stim does, and I don't think they actually showed it, but Ping, as in from the last Call of Duty, every time you killed someone, you would get a little circle ping on the enemy you killed on the map, and whoever was around that little circle radius got seen, so maybe that's what it does, who knows. Stem, I have no idea what it could do, but when I think of Stem, I think of like an adrenaline rush. I don't know, when I say that word, I just think of adrenaline rush, so but that would make sense, it's increased foot speed, so who knows what Stim could do, but from the symbol it looks like maybe it gives you better aiming, or from the background of it, maybe it's hardline, who knows, I don't really know, maybe it could even be Scrambler, but for now, I really don't know what it does, so with these Exo abilities, they showed a few of them, of what they could do in the game, so right away we're going to start off with one of my personal favorites, the Exo Cloak, which basically, as you see, it basically makes you visible or barely visible, bringing in a halo mechanic, which I personally like because it opens the idea of playing stealthy, especially in one of my favorite game modes, Search and Destroy. And it can be used in terms of ways of using a kill streak, like a chopper gun, say you're using a chopper gun, which is sitting wide out in the open. You can cloak yourself real quick, although there is a little battery that I'll show you later that lets you know how long you can stay being invisible. And then also this can open up more people to do stuff like ninja diffusing. Another problem I see with this is I can see a lot more camping, because there is a difference between camping and defending. I'll like to point out defending is when you're defending an objective, it literally says defend over the objective. And camping is literally just sitting somewhere, no objective base sitting camping, or no objective base defending if somebody would try to argue that. It's basically a no objective base defending camping spot where they just go around and only get kills. That's not defending. That's literally camping. That's the definition of camping. So, anyways, let's not get too much into that. It's gonna make this nice, quick, and simple. The next part that we're gonna get into is the Exo Hover. Now, the Exo Hover, this kind of interests me because this is a huge Halo mechanic, and in this picture you can see the little battery that I'm telling you about that lets you use your Exo ability for a limited amount of time. And the Exo Hover, from what it seems like, it's very strong, I guess you could say. In my opinion, it's not going to be 100% useful, maybe on like snipers for trick shotters. I guess you could say it could open up a lot of diversity of what they can do now, trick shotting for all you little snipers out there. But overall, I don't see this being very useful instead of maybe wanting to just fly around, just straight up either pretend to be a helicopter and shoot people, or even to use the new and approved boost slam, which I'm going to get into that in a bit later. It's like new boost moves that the Exo Skeleton allows soldiers to do, which I'll bring that up in a little later. Now, next we have on our Exo list of abilities that they show is the Exo Trophy System. Now, honestly, this seems exactly obvious of what it does. It's literally just you are the trophy system now. Turn it on and you're the trophy system. But there's something that they pointed out specifically that I want to put out there just to make sure people can get on the same idea that I'm thinking of, which is that they gave two statements about it throughout the show of what these Exo abilities do. First one was it can destroy up to 2 projectiles. They literally specifically said 2 projectiles, which in my opinion would mean a Semtex and stuff like that, not a frag grenade, because the second statement says, and it knocks grenades away from you. So, I don't know the exact reason I'm saying this. Maybe they literally mean if I throw a frag grenade to somebody who turns on their trophy system, they bounce back my frag grenade to me and can kill me with it. Maybe not. Maybe they made a mistake saying this. I don't know yet. But that's my interpretation on it is, and if that is like that, that is pretty interesting. I can see this being used a lot more now. It is not actually like a tactical, although when you see in the bottom right, it might be Exo abilities might be like your tactical leap duel, might be a part of that, but I'll get into a little bit of that and why I don't believe it is yet, but we have to see more. And I think it would be more useful for stuff like domination and destroy when you're planning or defusing, and you have those typical players that non-stop throw grenades at their objectives so they can get easy kills. So maybe you can lighten that down. It could help a lot of players. Alright, now there is another Exo ability I would like to talk about, but I would like to put it at the end because this is an Exo ability I heavily dislike and I'm upset that it's coming back. But we'll talk about that more in a little bit. Let's get into actually the overcharge perk, which enhances Exo abilities in a specific way where it basically it lets you use the Exo ability for longer periods of time. Where they in the video they showed examples with the Exo shield, cloak, and hover. Is what they get examples with where I kind of like this. I just hope one thing I dislike about this is that I feel like they're gonna make all perks. Like maybe like almost half the perks, a lot of the perks, like in my opinion, it's gonna make too many perks that might be Exo ability based, which in my opinion I won't like. I don't want perks where it's just only dependent on making your Exo ability stronger and stuff like that. I don't want that. I actually want my good old perks where I can get like sleight of hand and all that. Because you see, like I showed you earlier, lightweight is an Exo ability now. So who knows what perks can do. I believe they stated that there are going to be perks that are Exo ability based. I don't know if it's all of them, but they did say there will be other ones. And one example is Overcharge, where it sounds basically pretty obvious. It basically enhances Exo abilities for a long, which allows it to stay up for a long period of time. Which I'm probably going to start using that for the cloak, especially team striking it very useful. Now we're going to get into the things that I pointed out earlier. That brings you to the Exo Skeleton, what they're able to do bringing the Exo Skeleton into the game, which is add a whole bunch of boosts. Now, the first boost I would point out because it was first introduced to Ghost and now is in this game is the boost slide. Pretty much seems exactly the same way. They say it's a bit better or different. I'm guessing because maybe the little boost makes you go farther or faster. I don't know. That would be pretty cool to me if they actually made it to where you can shoot while you're sliding, which is what I wanted from Ghost, but they didn't do that, which kind of sucked for me. But if you can see it in this game, that would be awesome. Now the next one is boost jump, where basically it's a Halo mechanic of higher jump, where it boosts you up while you jump. Where I don't know how this is going to be implemented in the game. I don't know how much it will change it. I know it'll make gunfights more exciting, which is basically everything they're doing with the Exo Skeleton. They're making gunfights in this game more exciting. So adding Halo mechanics into the game can be very interesting. Who knows how it will turn out. The next one I want to talk about is the boost dash, which I'm kind of confused of because there's also another boost called boost dash, which I'll go into a second. But the boost dash basically is just exactly what it sounds like. You can dash to the side, maybe forward and backwards as well, which I'm still confused about how it would work because now boost dodge, what it is and what they specifically stated was it dodges bullets. It allows you to dodge bullets being shot at you, but at the same time boost dash looks like it can do the exact same thing. And they only showed with boost dash, the only difference I see is if you're like flying or hovering, you can use the boost dash to go to the side and all that. You can use it efficiently in combat, but it seems the same as boost dodge, so I don't know how it's going to work in game. But the next one, which is the very last one they showed, was the boost slam, which I kind of like this. Playing a game called Gothic Imposters, there was something like this where you can fly around and you can slam onto people. It won't always be a one-shot, but you can slam down and kill people, and it was pretty epic. And now it's in Call of Duty, which I don't know what to say about this. It's a one-shot kill every time you hit someone. Maybe it depends on what you can do. From what you see in the video though, it's a one-shot kill every single time. I don't know what are my opinions on this. I think it's a pretty cool aspect they put into it. I just see it being abused way too much in gunfights. Like if you're getting shot at and you're going to lose that gunfight, just easily jump, boom, slam. Maybe it can be only used if you have the hover on, who knows, but I can easily see boost slam being used a lot if you can't win a gunfight. It could also be a good aspect if somebody ran out of bullets and you just go around and just slam everybody to kill them. I didn't really hear too much on this, but it's a really cool aspect. I want to know more about it and see how it works. Okay, finally we have the Exo Launcher. Now this is not the one I didn't want to talk about, but this is the one that I wanted to point out last because they basically what the Exo launcher is basically a wrist gun, as you can see here, that you use to shoot out your lethal and tactical grenades, which I don't know why they call it an Exo launcher, maybe because it's part of the Exo Skeleton that you have on now, but because when you seen the Exo ability list, you didn't really see the Exo launcher there, so maybe it's an automatic thing, maybe not, maybe it's the stem, who knows. But they call this the Exo launcher, and from what it seems like in the video, you basically use it to shoot out your lethal and tactical grenades. They showed examples like the Semtex. They literally said fan favorites like the Semtex and EMP, which I don't disagree with them about, but EMPs, I don't know if that's a fan favorite. I hated EMPs personally. Anyways, so it's a pretty cool thing. I guess you can shoot faster with it instead of bringing out and throwing it. My question is can you still hold it? I'm not going to like this shit because you can't hold your grenades anymore. If you can't hold your stun or your grenade before and just press it and automatically shoots out, I'm kind of dislike that. Because I'm the type of player who likes to run down and then like just hold my stun for a second, see if I and like just aim. Like I want to aim for a second, know where I'm throwing it, and then throw it. I didn't really pay attention to the video that much to see if they really did like wait and aim. It looked like he just straight up shot it once he shot it, which it could put an aspect of skill into it, but I don't know. I used to like actually being able to hold it and throw it, but two other things they point out that I want to get into right now, besides about the Exo launcher, about holding it, is the threat nade, which is a new equipment they introduced, which basically, to sum it up, it's a motion sensor 2.0. It's an upgraded motion sensor, which I like to call it, because you basically throw it on the ground. Instead of showing you on your mini-map people in a circle every time it goes out, instead it does I'm guessing, maybe it could be a whole building, but I'm guessing it does a specific range around you, which you can see right here in this image. It's a specific circle range around you where it scans it, and any enemies it catches or tags, essentially, you can see their body highlighted red, the walls everywhere. Maybe this is a limited amount of time, who knows. I actually pretty much like this because I was a huge fan of the motion sensor. We're not going to talk about the disgusting motion sensor and Ghost, that was the worst one ever. But I was a huge fan of the motion sensor, and seeing the threat nade be basically another motion sensor it really attracts me. I'm especially going to use this a lot more, especially in Search and Destroy, because the Ghost one was just terrible, it was disgusting, we're not going to talk about it. But anyways, the second equipment that I'm going to introduce is a tracking drone, which is basically, to sum it all up without going too much into it, because this is getting pretty longer than I expected. It's basically a recon drone put into a lethal or tactical, I don't know which one it could be. I'm still confused on how the graded class system works, which I will talk about in another episode, or another part of the video, I guess you could say, in the discussion. But it's basically a recon drone. The only difference is what it does is it flies around and it shoots lasers at the enemies. And I figured out it's another recon drone because if you can see at the top left, you can see that the enemy right next to him is actually tagged. So I'm guessing the tracking drone goes around and tags people just like the recon drone did. The only difference is you don't have to control the tracking drone. Maybe you could, that would be cool, but the looks of it, you don't have to control it. It does it by itself, searching for enemies and tags them. So that's pretty cool. It's nice to bring back the not the Exo drone, the recon drone. Though I really hated that as a kill streak because it always splashed and it's the most annoying thing ever. Now that we're pretty much done here, it's time to talk about the last Exo ability that they introduced that I really just dislike, and I hope they perfectly balanced this, which is the Exo shield. Now this, first, right away you can see it's a riot shield. I know a lot of people besides me were really disappointed seeing this. I mean, I guess I like the riot shield. I like killing people easily just using it, but when a good person is good with a riot shield, they are the most annoying players to go against, and you're always fucked. And the Exo shield, what I'm not liking is what I'm saying is, okay, it has the battery life just like all the other Exo abilities have. Alright, that's good. Now players just can't sit there forever with the Exo shield or the riot shield. But the one thing that pisses me off is the fact that how many times they showed in the trailer the player uses it, blocks bullet, and goes around the corner and automatically kills the player that was sitting there shooting you when you had your shield up. See that? Okay, see that? That's the player mistake of going around the corner. I don't know what you're doing. If you're gonna go around the corner, at least be prepared to kill him at some time. Don't just casually walk up to him like he's not gonna have his gun out this time. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But what I'm really disliking, what I see throughout the trailer, which I didn't actually get a picture of, is actually see many times, which I'm hoping is not like that, is the gun can come out immediately. Like there was this one clip, which I sure got a picture of, I might get a freaking picture of, but there's one clip where it literally showed the guy blocking bullets, and then he immediately drops the right shoulder, shoots out his shotgun, and it just looked insane to me. And he one-shot him too, and I'm afraid, I am so afraid everybody's gonna use that when they find out they can do stuff like that in this game. I do not want to see that. I mean, I don't have a problem with shotguns. I'm alright with shotguns. I love shotguns myself. But if people are gonna use riot shield and then immediately bring up their shotgun and one-shot me all the time, that's gonna be a problem to me. So I hope this riot shield gets balanced. I can see it being overpowered, especially with shotguns. And I think it's going to need a lot more balancing, like have a shorter battery life than the others, but with the overcharge perk it has the same amount as the others. That's the best way I can see it balancing, or maybe it can get destroyed after a certain amount of bullets hitting it. I don't know, this just seems like a huge problem to me. It does not seem the right idea to bring into the game, but if they want to do it, go ahead, do it, because their whole main statement behind bringing the Exo Skeleton and the Exo abilities is the Exo abilities are designed to be balanced to be just as powerful as the next, which can also be used as a strategy for you. You can make up your own strategy with your own soldier that you created how you want to play to be the key to victory, which, you know, I'll respect it for now. The game's not out yet, I haven't played it yet, although I do plan to get that Day Zero with the Xbox One edition. I do plan to bring out some gameplay when it comes out, but for now, I guess this is all I got for you. Also, one more thing I actually forgot to point out is with the Exo launcher, is that all the lethal tacticals, I guess you could say, that they added, or has confirmed it's going to be in it, is the frag, smoke, semtex, EMP, threat, and tracking drill. Those are everything they confirmed that was going to be in the game. They said it in the video. Those are everything you can use with the Exo launcher. Maybe there's more, maybe this is all it. But for now, that's how much I know there is. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you made it this far, and if you did, please drop me down a like. If you're new here, please subscribe, comment down below your opinion of this game, what you need to know, any kind of stuff like that. And yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed.